Hey, I finished a workshop today, and before I even went on to that workshop, I received an email from one of my followers that made me think perhaps it's time to reintroduce myself. So, the workshop I was a panel member on was called How Do I Work with Narcissists and Bullies? Because let's be honest, they're not going anywhere, and we need to figure out ways to manage this. But the email that I got from one of my followers was something to the effect of, I don't understand how you decided to take this opportunity, or like what was your thought process for saying yes to this? And I'm like, oh, maybe they don't know that I have a huge passion for workplace bullying and ending it, because I've really focused my conversations and communications lately around leadership skills and communication. So let me reintroduce myself. Hi, my name is Tammy Dunnett, and I'm a leadership communication skills coach and trainer. What does that mean? It means I'm helping leaders have more effective conversations. Really, in my mind, I'm supporting them in having healthy conversations around hard topics so that they don't become the bully in the workplace. I got my start actually as a target of bullying. And when I went through my journey, I was going to my leaders like so many people do, and I was asking them for help. How do I deal with this? What do I say? And like so many people, I got the same advice. Just keep your head down. Try harder. It was a bit offensive actually, because I was already trying pretty hard to show up in a workplace that hurt me. At any rate, there's a whole video about that on YouTube, my channel, The Talk Shop with Tammy, that I can link you to. When I went through that journey and I couldn't get access to what I believed existed out there in the world. Like I didn't know it myself, but I also felt like I was missing something and my leaders didn't know how to help me. I stood in the gap. I stood in the gap that so many people in the workplace stand in when they want to be a good worker, they want to be a good teammate, but they're in this situation that they don't know how to deal with. And the leaders didn't have the tools to help me either. So after being in that experience, at the age of 40, I was now having anxiety, panic attacks. And it got so bad, I was afraid to leave my home, open my phone, look at my emails, because she was always there. Through my healing journey and recovery, I shifted the entire focus of my life, really. I was working as a nurse and I was just starting my master's of nursing. So, in some ways, looking back, it was good timing because I then took workplace bullying as the subject of all of my courses. And I got to know it quite intimately and understand it from many perspectives. And through that research, it was pointing me towards some really promising strategies, and they all had to do with conversation. Now, while I was doing my master's, I left the organization and I took another job teaching in a college. The course they gave me was communication skills for nursing. Who knew? Fate is pretty funny. But as I taught that class, I was seeing all the things and the resources that I was asking for. I'm like, boom, 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 light bulb, light bulb, light bulb. I started to realize that the universe was providing what I was asking for in a different format and far later than I needed it. However, I now had the missing link. And so I began to keynote speak around workplace bullying, how to gracefully address it. I still do that. If you're looking for anybody, hit me up. I started to keynote speak around workplace bullying, provide organizational training. But what I realized is when it came down to the actual relationship, it was a bit too hot of a topic to address in the workplace. And that's exactly where people need support. They need the communication tools to help navigate that situation. So I shifted my focus to leadership, communication skills, and coaching to really help people have the confidence, the courage, the words, the strategies to engage in the hard conversation, to deepen the trust, to deepen the connection, to build stronger teams, and to not have anybody else end up in the same place that I was in. Afraid, alone, and really kind of like left to my own devices. So that is a quick reintroduction to me. So yes, workplace building is still a big passion of mine. And yes, I work with leaders on their communication skills. And yes, I help teams have better culture. All of those things. And I just promote now workplace building as a specialty on my website because I've spent a lot of years studying it and it's still a big passion of mine. So I will continue to take opportunities to talk about it and to share what I know and to help others have the courage to step into those difficult conversations while I continue to help leaders create relationships in the workplace where people thrive. So that's me, Tammy Dunnett. I am a multi-passionate leader and coach. And if you are looking for resources and want support, reach out. I work one-on-one with targets to help them find their pathway back to reclaiming their lives and their career. I work one-on-one with leaders, and I do organizational training around leadership styles, around leader as coach, really honing in those leadership skills so that your team can thrive. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk soon.